Hi, I'm going to do a demo of how to attach the handle, but this time I would like to do the handle that is pulled directly from the cup. Instead of making a handle traditionally, maybe pull the handles on the side, let them dry. This time I'm gonna try to do a one directly, put it on here. So that means you will need some of these clay that I already prepared, okay? So that what I would do is, first I wanna kind of flatten the surface because it's almost like an inch, 2 inches tall, okay? So I'm gonna flatten the surface just a little bit. I wanna taper the clay slightly, flatten just a little bit, okay? So you can see right there. And I will score them on the side, right here. Score, okay. Because this is where I'm gonna attach. But you notice the clay actually slightly taper, okay? Not flat, kind of in an angle. So now this is ready to attach. Now I'm gonna look at my cup. So when I look at a cup, I wanna see which location that I want my handle to be. So since I have a little design on the side, okay, so this is my design, a little design on the side. So my goal is, let me see, if I put the handles right in here, I actually can enjoy the front view of my texture, of my design. So therefore, I make a decision, put a handles right about here. So right here in the angle, right there, okay, right here. So I would do is I will score slightly right there. And this is where I'm gonna attach. I'm gonna put some slip on here. Okay. Now, this one, same thing. I'm gonna put some slip on here. So they both have a slip. Now, for me, I think this is important because that's a taper. You can see right here, slightly angle. So I want my handles come up a little higher in the curve. So therefore, instead of join this way, I'm gonna join this way. So it angles up a little bit, so okay, I have a nice curve to it. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this on the side. And now I'm gonna take this, like I say, it's angle right here, so I'm gonna put it right here, okay? Now, this is the tricky part because you're going to pull, so therefore you need to make sure you're really snug, okay? So I'm gonna put it down here, make sure everything join well, because if you don't join well, they slide, the things might come off, okay? So I'm gonna join them well. So compress a little bit, make sure my base, and then really snug. And make sure everywhere is kind of join it nicely. Okay. So you can see right now, this is all good. Okay, even in the front part, I want to compress just a little bit, make sure they attach well. Okay? Now, we are ready to pull, okay? Now, when you pull, this is how I like it. I like to put it on this way and hold it with my clean hand right there. Okay, so this clay is slightly taper. I know it's a little lumpy right here. So I'm gonna take this and bring in my water, okay? Just a little bit right here, a drip. I'm gonna gently pulling. Again, make sure it's attached and gently pulling. Tilting it. All right, start pulling from the bottom. I know it's a little scary because I feel like this whole thing gonna fall out. But if you snug really well on the top, always go back to massage it a little bit, okay? And then bring it down. So I can see right here, I like to use my finger on this side, but always go back to the other side. Okay, and do it this way. Okay, the bottom seems like a little bit. So it looks pretty good right here. Again, just a little water. Not too much water on your handle, okay? So again, make sure that nice, not crooked. And a little taper. Okay, like that. That looks pretty good. I would like to give it a little push right here, have a little finger indentations. All right. Once I've done that, I'm gonna gently hold this like this, okay? And then really quickly come this way. You can see, now you can decide how big the handle you want. You wanna have 2 finger, 3 finger, 1 finger handle. But in here, probably about, 3 finger right there. That looks okay. Maybe I will come down just a little bit right here. That looks okay. Maybe slightly. It's good. So I'm gonna come right here. Make sure it's just slightly wet right there. It's already pretty wet. The clay is wet. I'm gonna come down right here and gently push it. 1 side, 2 side, and get rid of that. Nice and clean, all right? Right there. Now that looks a little droop, maybe a little big in here, but I like to kind of push it up. So I have that nice curve to it. So again, right in here, you need to go back. I would say maybe wait a little bit, let them dry out with just a little bit, create some dryness on the surface, and go back to clean up just a little bit. But that's how you do the handle. I'm gonna take this and kind of give it a little push of stamp that also reinforce, the stamp right here. Okay. Then when I dry out this, I will put it like upside down and then let them set up like that. Okay? So make some handle.